Right, shipwide alert to the USS Falkirk. Commander's meeting. Present and accounted for are Commander Darren, duty lawyer Gordon Addiston, and social work assistant team manager Gillian McLean. Is there anyone else? And Gary, I suppose. The guy, Gillian, that was the guy. So those are the people involved in this video right now. You're all listening. The mission is Operation Save My Mum. Save Lorraine Thompson. Gordon is the duty lawyer, and if I CC him in, that'll make you all behave well. But he's really busy, so he tends not to watch stuff. Gordon, if you are here, well done. Hi, good meeting the other day. Yeah, we've got all the evidence and stuff. The concern is not about how we're going to win and we've got the evidence. The concern is what happens to Mum, which I've been saying all along. And Gordon, sorry everyone, Gordon, you kept saying to me that you couldn't keep up with all the emails I was sending, and then when we got to a meeting, you said you didn't know anything about the basics. Here's the secret. You should have read the emails I gave you. If you don't read the stuff I gave you, how can you know what's going on? Yeah? Right. And we're going into court in a democratic country, and what you told me was it's not that democratic. Is it not? Is it full of lies and deceit and empirical, nasty gaslighting? You don't believe in gaslighting? Ah, well, I'm the world's leading expert on gaslighting. Like my mother trying to say that I broke 5 of her ribs. So, right, team, are you all ready? Right, here's what's going on. I came back to this country, the home of freedom, about a year ago, and I found my mum alone after she drunk herself into hospital after her greyhound dog died, and my brother was across the road being a science teacher. I'm so frickin' great, head of the Ducati Club, and tried to use her grandson as leverage to make her stop drinking. Heads up everyone, my brother has never given a shit. He's never given a shit. He left and abandoned us and only came in like a parasite while putting on the facade of good science teacher hero guy. It's all a lie. He's a nasty piece of shit. That's just my scientific analysis of my brother. Right? So for the last year or so, Mum was alone in the house, and Darren, Commander Darren, everyone, Gillian and duty lawyer, I want you to meet Darren. Darren is one of the few good guys remaining on the planet. He's a bit autistic. He's self-declared autistic. His brain operates wrong. So in a planet of horrible, nasty liars, Darren's brain's broken. So he tells the truth and cares about people. So he's not like everyone else. Darren is a good guy who wants to help. And while I wasn't here, and my brother wasn't here, and Mum was alone, the only person, Mum was drinking herself to death, upset, I was away, Robbie's across the road, my brother, being an utter asshole, and she had no one left. And Darren, with a heart and a mind of a human being, became her friend. And he helped her through the darkness. And he talked to her when nobody else would. And they shared misery loves company. They found each other in the darkness and lifted each other's spirits. Because Darren's a hero good guy who cares. Right? Darren's a commander. As you are, Darren. So I come back. My mum lied about cancer to try and get me back the first time. And I built a bike and took my dogs. My beautiful, wonderful dogs. And I left a lady who was struggling. I was working to keep her life afloat. her land afloat, her farm afloat. I left because my mum phoned one day and said, I've got cancer, I'm dying, come home. She was lying her ass off. I built a bike trailer and I started cycling because I didn't have any money because my friends and family had all been horrible. So all I could do was build a bike trailer, put my stuff in it and start cycling across Portugal to get back to my mother that I care about. And I get 100 miles up the road only to find out she's lying. She doesn't have cancer. She's just lonely because my brother is absent dickhead and her dog has died. Might be before the dog died. But either way, she wants me to come back and be caring son. A few months later, her dog dies, and my brother's such a cowardly, spineless fucking wanker, he won't talk to me. So he got a neighbor, Darren Henderson, I've got it all on evidence, started sending me gaslighting nasty shit, saying, Will, fix your mess. Stop talking about science to save the world. Come back home, get your mental health fix, and then provide your service care emotional robot services to mum. Because nobody else will deal with it. It's your job. Emotional blackmail. And he tried that. And I got that, and I showed Molly, my colleague, and I went, Molly, look, more fucking evil, gaslighting, demonic shit going on. But me and Molly had to make a choice, and it was like, well, I need to come back and talk to professionals and experts anyway. And it looks like Mum's gonna die if I don't do the hero thing. So we gotta make a choice. Molly funded me extensively, $1,000, to me that's a fortune, to get a car, the Millennium Falcon. Me and my dogs came across Spain and Falkirk, Spain and France, onto the ferry. We abandoned the car in Dunkirk, no, Dieppe. Just walked away, left the keys and a note saying, good luck fucking Europe, you know. I've never heard back about it. Came on the ferry, got on the train, got back to find Mum. And we got back to find that Mum's only friend was Darren. Darren is a lovely man with a heart and soul. I made friends with Darren and found a rare human being who gives a shit anymore and tells the truth. What are the rest of you doing? Well, everyone calls him autistic. And his family tried to say that, you know, it was like, Darren, what you're suffering from your family, they're trying to instruct you, aren't they? They're trying to tell you they're like, you're stupid autistic, you've got to do what we say. And Darren's there going, no, you're being the assholes. And I met Darren and we talked, and it was like, Darren, I'm dealing with the same stuff. A bunch of horrible people talking about how great they are, we're the good guys, and they're all just being demons shitting on us. But what are we doing? We're isolated in the world. What's the mission? Save Mum. Save my mum. So I get back and I find out from Commander Darren that he's been there alone when social work, police, psychiatrists, nobody will step in. And he's been there alone. A young man, dog walker, who found my mum in the darkness and saved her from hell. That's why I call him Commander, because I can see his heart, and I can see his mind, and I can see all of yours not operating optimally. Darren is the hero in this story. Do you fucking get me? Right. Now shut up with your fucking opinions while I tell the rest of the story. You don't like me when I'm angry. No, you don't. It embarrasses you, it exposes y'all. Darren, take a seat. Right, we're talking to Gillian, we're talking to Lawyer Gordon, and we're talking to any other authorities here with confidence and balls out, exposing their complete inability to do their job. What's the mission? Operation Save My Mum. Save Mum. Has she earned it? Yeah. You wanna hear the story of my mum? The warrior, the golden lion, the ginger-haired black belt judo who brought me up and made me the fucking warrior I am. Does she deserve saving? Of course she fucking does, you idiots. She doesn't get to be abandoned at the end of her life going, professional, nothing we can fucking do. You fucking call yourselves professionals. You disgust me, the lot of you. So I come back to find my country in ashes. And Gordon, the duty lawyer, when I try and give him stuff to use, says it's not that democratic in court. I'm like, yeah, so I heard. That's why I came back to fucking save your asses from a totalitarian, lying, gaslighting, demonic empire. Let's work together, Gordon. Mission 1, save my mum. Gordon, duty lawyer, hasn't been able to talk to me, and when I've sent him, Gordon, I've sent you all the emails, then I get there and he's like, so what's the basics? I'm like, he's like, please stop sending me emails with information because it's too much. Anyway, what's the basics? I'm like, Gordon, I wrote you this stuff in the emails. You said you didn't read them. Now you want to know the basics. Here's the secret, Gordon. You should have read the emails. Because my freedom and my mum's freedom is at stake, and you're a lawyer. So don't tell me you can't read emails. I understand that you're in a totalitarian, stupid system, but if we work together, then we'll be stomping across Falkirk, kicking fucking ass with truth and evidence. I'm not an idiot. I'm the world's leading fucking scientist on truth and evidence, and we ranger from the fucking north. So let's work together. Law, truth, justice, for the betterment of society. What are you all fucking doing? Anyway, so just the last 2 months, because of the bail conditions, I couldn't call to find out. Mum's been trying to call me. She's desperate and lonely because the reality truth is I'm not violent. I didn't do what she said. She's desperately lonely, but she wouldn't stop drinking, couldn't stop drinking. Me and Darren tried everything to help her, to give her positivity and love and stuff. We were there, being the social workers, being the police. Me and Darren, the grown-up adults, were doing that. While social work, police, and everyone else went, we don't know how to do our fucking jobs because we're fucking useless. The doctor had written her a letter saying her liver's dying. That means if me and Darren, the non-qualified caring people, don't fix this, then she's going to die. And so we took it seriously, while everyone else fucked about pretending to be professionals and experts and doctors and psychiatrists. And you all failed my mum. Do you fucking get me? Right. So for 2 months while we're on a court case, I'm not allowed to call her. She's tried to call me 4 times. The first call, she said to the castings, to the homeless shelter, Will, I'm concerned about you. Fix your mental health, then you can come home. Say it again. Photographic memory. Will, I'm concerned about you. I love you, I think it was. Fix your mental health, then you can come home. Her gaslighting demon words. Translation to a truth-seeking scientist's brain. Will, I'm desperate and fucking lonely. If I can manipulate you by pretending I'm a concerned good mother and put you in the position of being a broken-brained, shitty robot, then you can come back and provide the services that was making my life better. Those are your instructions. Follow commands. I'm a fucking human, not a fucking robot. And then she writes, well, apparently she told the police that I ran in and beat the shit out of her face and then threw her off the bed and broke her ribs. Me, I've got no criminal record, never hurt anyone before, ever. It's my best friend, Mum. Apparently I walked in, went hi, turned the lights on, went hi, Mum, I'm leaving, and then ran up and smashed her face in with my fists. Right, does any grown-up adult fucking believe that bullshit? Does he? One person believe that shit. If I was leaving, why would I then decide, and I phone the police later? If that were true, why would I do that out of character, 2, then phone the police to protect myself? And then when the police showed up, they saw she was fine. It's fucking bullshit. And Commander Duty Gordon Addison, when I said to him, look, logically, it's obvious. She's told the police I ran in and smashed her face with my face, but the video evidence and the police arresting her later and having a second case and 4 witnesses say, clearly that's not fucking true. It's not true. I didn't do that. Find another witness of anyone on the planet who says I attacked them. There aren't any, because I don't fucking attack people, especially not my own 78-year-old mum. It's obviously bullshit, right? And the court and the police and the lawyer and the psychiatrist all have taken 2 months to figure out that it's obviously bullshit and their job is to figure out the truth. You guys ain't doing your fucking jobs, are you? Right. So who am I concerned about right now? Why am I doing this video? Mostly for Darren, Commander Darren. Because he's the only one out of the fucking lot of you that has a heart and a fucking mind and gives a shit about my mum. As far as I'm concerned, he's the fucking hero in this story. Darren. So I spoke to Darren. 2 months I couldn't talk to Mum. She writes a thing, you're my Horlicks buddy, I miss you. I was like, I'm sorry, Mum. I thought I was a violent, aggressive fucking person who slaps your face. Now I'm your Horlicks buddy and you miss me. Do you want me to come back and slap your face again? It's like, what the fuck? It's pretty fucking obvious who's the fucking liar and who isn't. But a planet of professionals investigating the truth can't seem to get to the fucking details, can they? The police can't even bring a fucking evidence phone to the court. You're all shit, and my life is in trouble because of that, and so is Mum's. While the expert professionals fucking fumble about with this is what we fucking think. We're in a democracy seeking truth. Calling fucking bullshit on the experts, and the judges, and the police. The good news is this. I called Darren. Darren, how you doing, buddy? Right, Darren in session. We're sitting here. Darren, nothing to worry about. I'm handling the children. Darren's the grown-up. We've got Gillian, and we've got Judy Gordon, lawyer, who might watch if he's not busy. Gordon, I've told you about Darren. And Gillian, I've told you about Darren. And I've told all of you about Darren. Darren's a lovely man who cares about my mum and one of the only people I've met since I've been back that's got a heart and a mind, who cares. And the rest of the world treats him like shit. Try to control him. That's the dark force phenomenon. Darren needs a medal and a paycheck for his efforts. While he does everything he can to fill the gaps that you social workers and police aren't doing when you easily could. Give him a fucking medal or a fucking holiday in Magaluf. He's earned it. And he's protecting my mum when I can't. I'm now stuck alone. I've now spoke to him. And after 2 months of not being able to talk to my mum, who's dying of liver failure, Darren told me what's going on. I didn't know. I assumed my brother would panic because his fucking false "I'm fucking brilliant" expose would be revealed, and he would be forced to be nice to Mum, go visit her, and let her see her grandson. Darren has told me that he hasn't even done that. So, police, go arrest my brother for being a scuzz-bucket, scum-sucking, nasty, lying piece of fucking shit. Do that. Please. He owes me £36,000 for his parasitical, nasty fucking behaviour. And he never paid back the £4,000 from the deposit from the house. So, police, do your fucking jobs. Social work. Go investigate why my brother won't let my mum see his grandson. Social work. Gillian, go to my brother's house, knock on the door and say, I've heard on good faith that you've got a son and you won't let my mum, Lorraine Thompson, see her grandson for a year. We're concerned about your selfish mental health. And if you don't behave like a fucking grown-up, then we're going to put you in a mental hospital for being a shit fucking human being. Now, do decent, Robbie, or you're going in mental hospital. Okay, Gillian? Go do that. Then, Gillian, what you're going to do, you're going to go meet Darren. And you're going to say, Darren, well done for your amazing behaviour in difficult odds. We'd like to give you a gift card or a thank you or something because you looked after a drunk, old, vulnerable woman when family, social work and everyone else didn't bother. But you did. You deserve a reward for that. Okay, Gillian? You do that. Right? And then I've instructed Darren and I've said, problem is this. Apparently the court case is still going on. But the fact of the matter is, 1, I never fucking hit her. The video evidence will show that. And Darren was a witness to all the times I was hiding in the park because of Mum's drunk abusive behaviour. The issue is clearly Mum's addiction. So to solve all of our fucking problems with everyone wasting all this time and all this misery and suffering, the obvious problem solution is what I said right at the start. You cut off the addiction. You stop my mum getting alcohol from the shops. And if you grown-up bunch of fucking adults can't fucking figure out how to do that between you all, then you're not fucking professionals. Alright? And if you fail to come up with a fucking brain plan to do that, then she's going to die alone and suffering. The alternative is you step in. You talk to Darren. You go to Darren, Gillian, and you say, well done, mate. And you ask Darren, Gillian, you go to Darren, you say, Darren, tell me about what you've been dealing with. Tell me what I can do to help. And when Darren asks you, goes, I need you to phone and check in and keep an eye on the situation until she stops, then we fix it. Okay? So the entire fucking crazy 1 year shit, wasting thousands of pounds and loads of suffering can be fixed by social worker Gillian doing a social protection order to protect Darren as a knight who's trying to protect my mother. Creating a barrier shield that makes everything better. Do you get me? Good. I'm trying to save the fucking planet here. I don't need this silly stuff dealing with. Darren, good fucking work. Love you to bits, boy. Bye.